If the CFPB is shuttered, should you move your money out of the bank? No, because the CFPB has nothing to do with protecting your deposits. That's the FDIC, and that's a totally different animal. The CFPB oversees banks, credit unions, and other financial companies to ensure fair practices. They write and enforce rules, they examine financial institutions, they monitor markets, and they collect consumer complaints. It aims to prevent unfair, deceptive, or abusive practices by taking action against companies that break the law. If the CFPB is shuttered, your money in the bank is still going to be safe. Same with credit unions. The difference is that if a financial company engages in widespread unfair, deceptive, or abusive practices, the only recourse that you're going to have is to file a lawsuit on your own. The government isn't going to be looking out for your financial rights anymore. You're going to have to look out for yourself. And that shifts the burden of enforcement to individuals, which makes it more expensive for people to defend their rights because then they have to spend money and time and energy on their own lawsuits instead of the government suing on their behalf. It also limits the effectiveness of these lawsuits because the CFPB has an enormous database of complaints. Without that database, it becomes much more difficult to know if your problem is an isolated incident or if it's something more systemic. Add to the fact that consumer protection laws are so incredibly complex that most people don't understand them. So all this is to say, we're on our own now. Nobody's coming to save us when the banks, the debt collectors, the credit reporting agencies, and the fintech companies decide that they want to line their pockets by engaging in abusive practices.